2020 Olympics Organizing Committee, Seiko Hashimoto, is delivering opening remarks at the executive board meeting. This comes a day after a senior Olympic official, Yasushi Moriya, died, apparently committing suicide. Let's go live now and listen.
So I'm going to start my explanation toward the opening ceremonies of the Tokyo 2020 and Paralympic 2020. I think that we are facing a very strict situation in the COVID-19 situation, while the affected and confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Tokyo Tokyo has been climbing all the up. So facing these strict situations across the committee of the Japanese Olympic, we are thinking that we are going to make this Olympic Games of safety and security, and I think I have 3 points to make. The first one is that I'm going to report to you how do we deal with the current situation. The first one is that for the overseas visitors to Japan, especially the overseas journalists who are visiting to Japan to report these games, we are going to give them special certifications, and we are going to put the GPS on them to make sure that they are not going to make unnecessary social content. And while they are arriving to Japan, we are going to pick them up from the airport to the hotel and make sure that they are only going to go to the designed and designated areas. And this is going to avoid the unnecessary contact. So this is a regulation facing the reporters and journalists. I believe that for these journalists who are entering into Japan to report the Tokyo Olympics, we are going to conduct the nuclear acid testing on them every 7 days. And this has been reported to the IOC, and we have got the support from IOC. And I believe that in order to make the Tokyo Olympic a game of safety and security, we must obey this manner. And I also want to call in for the support for the relevant prefectures and prefectural government. Secondly, for those of the staff and the Olympic committee who are showing any symptoms which is related to the COVID-19. Currently, we are reporting to around 249 cases. That is to say, I am really worried about the healthy status of the staff. And in the Olympic Committee, we have prepared the medical workers. That is to say, around 300 doctors and 200 nurses. And for all of those medical workers and medics who are working together with the organizing committee of the Olympic Games in Japan, we really need their support, and this is a very important precaution measure. And I am going to discover and research about that. We are also going to prioritize the importance of the medical workers, and we are also going to dispatch the PPEs to all of these medical workers. And later on, we are going to give a professor about the concrete measures of the medical workers who are going to work at the front line. And for all the different branches of the Japanese Olympic Organizing Committee, I believe that we are very well prepared, and we are calling for the support of the people in Japan. And please be assured that we are going to make this Olympic an Olympic game of safety and security. And on the 12th of June this month, we are going to come up with the special measures tackling the infected cases of the Olympics. And we are also going to hold a special meeting together with J League, which is what we call Japanese League, and to determine all the deciding factors. So based on this data, I believe the G League is also should shoulder responsibility and should be responsible to make this Olympic game a game of safety and security. And I believe the support of our IOCs while working together with the medical workers, the government, DOC and GPC is going to start our vaccinations and inoculation procedures for the Japanese athletes. So starting from the middle of the June, we are going to decide who is going to be injected the vaccine. So currently, we are determining the name list of those athletes. So today, we are also going to determine a part of the name list, and later on we are going to unveil the name list for all of you. For the I have noticed that on the 10th of the June, the first team is going to arrive in Japan. They are the soccer team, women's soccer team of Australia. So we are going to start the measures on that team first. So I think on the 20th of the June, we are going to discuss with the Management Committee of Olympic. I have the determination to make this Olympic a very successful Olympic. I am also going to continue to report to you the latest update of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic game. And we also want to spread the word of safety and security from the Tokyo 2020 Olympic game to the world. I believe the IOC and its committees and the president of IOC has really speaks high of the preparation work of the.
So that is the head of the Tokyo Organizing Committee outlining some of the final details ahead of the Olympics. Now just 6 weeks away, they are still trying to hammer out some of the protocols for the games. She's just announcing there that overseas journalists will be specially certified once they land there in Tokyo to cover the games. Their movement will be limited. They'll be taken from the airport to the hotel to the venues and will be tested frequently for the coronavirus. This comes, of course, with most of the Japanese public very much against holding these games right now, but the committee chief there insisting that they are well prepared and are calling for support of the public for the Olympics now in July.